Morning, guys. Looking at the parking lights and the cab lights. I had to get the switch right in the right position because those generally just come on with the headlights. But if I leave it just a little bit, I can get them both to come on at the same time. It's all glass, and I replaced the bulbs and sockets. Made silicone gaskets on top of the old gasket, so it looks pretty old. Just checking the lights. Here's my license plate tail light. So the parking lights are working. I always like to check them once in a while, go around. I'm going to give them no excuse to pull me over. Then they want to be snooping. Let's just turn some lights on here. Didn't work. Oh, must have been on delay. Morning, guys. Here it is, Monday, May 11th, 2026. So it's back in the garage, soaking wet. The rain is really coming down. But I got a good wash. All the bird poop's gone. Got a lot of birds this time of year pooping on this thing. So, what's the matter with the golf truck now? Well, the golf truck has a patched up exhaust system. I basically just had a bunch of pipe laying around and threw it all together, but I want to have a better exhaust system on this. And I think I want it to exit coming out the side of the truck instead of all the way to the rear. Thinking about doing it. And what'll happen is it'll exit right out of this. There'll be a hole and then a piece of chrome pipe that'll just barely clear the outer. See how this bends? So you'll see the tip of it. That's it. You'll have to actually look in to see that. I don't want it to stick out where somebody can catch their leg on it. But that's my plan now. Is to have a poke out exhaust. I like those. I did that on the 36. It gives a good sound. I basically right now there's a resonator. It's not even a muffler. It's a resonator. Which is fine. I didn't want to muffle it out too much. But it sounds like there's a leak towards the front. And I got to get that checked out. So I'm going to get it jacked up on some jack stands. I'll stuff a potato in the tailpipe and start it up and see where it blows out. Just kidding about the potato. But back in the day, I would have somebody hold a rag on the exhaust to build back pressure, and that's the way you can find leaks easy. You can actually feel them. Sometimes they're only a pinhole, but it's enough to get carbon monoxide in the vehicle. So gonna take a good hard look at it, because if I'm sitting in traffic, I don't want to be. But I did, even though I've got like holes in the body down on the bottom of the cab corner, the whole floor in this truck is solid. So this, even over here, I filled it in. So there's one complete sheet of metal on the floor, all level right to all the way around the doors and everything else. One thing I always make sure is the floorboard and a little portion underneath that holds the cab up. It's a little bit of framing, I guess you'd call it. Looking good. So we got rain. Came in pretty heavy last night, and it's still coming down. Poor farmers. No birds moving in yet over there on my surprise. I thought at least a couple birds would like that. They it's funny, I haven't seen a lot of birds nesting. Usually they'll nest like where the rubber overhangs over here. I have the rubber so it turns back, because water likes to follow the rubber. So you have to have your rubber kind of come back under the eave. And the birds were making nests up in there for a long time, and I haven't seen those birds anymore. I like the little birds because they eat the ticks. I already found 2 ticks on me this year, working around the backyard back there. So another reason to keep it short. Got to keep it cut back. So we're going to let this drip dry. Then we're going to get it up in the air. And I'm probably going to go over to my cash box and pull some cash out and go pick up some pipe and get rid of that 3-piece patch I got under there. Make one solid. It'll go from the Y pipe to the resonator, and then it'll just be a tailpipe. That'll work out fine. So I went over to the car show yesterday. It was kind of a... Cars and Coffee was pretty good, but the car show was terrible. It was basically just a few guys that left Cars and Coffee and went over to the car show. And it was because of skies like this. And I understand if you got a show car that you spent, tens of thousands of dollars in, sometimes up to $100,000. You don't want to take it out in this stuff. You don't want it to get wet because it takes hours to clean it. You wouldn't want to drive over a mud puddle with a car like that, taking it to a show. So I understand that. That's why I build rat rods, because I don't have to even wash them. I let the rain do it. At one point in my life, I liked shiny cars, and I've painted a lot of cars when I was in my 30s. 20s and 30s was when I was doing a lot of paint, and started to get a little lazy in the 40s. I built a few all natural Chevrolet trucks. Then I kind of fell in love with that patina. Then I started making up my own patinas. Around the 2000s, I saw some of that stuff done on some trucks where they made fake patina, but so it's been a progression of my had people taking pictures of the golf truck yesterday. That was kind of cool. The photographer for the local paper was there, took some pictures at the Cars and Coffee. So I might see my golf truck. And golf was there was a big golf terminal here, and my uncle and my cousin loves this truck because he worked there for I don't know how many years until he retired. So, cheers. So they like the golf truck, because that was a big part of our, when they had a Navy base here in Newport, they had tanks here that used to hold the fuel for the ships, and aircraft too. They had aircraft fuel for Quonset Point, and they store it off-site. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. When it comes to the military, they try to spread it around. So they had little terminals here and there. Not little, it was pretty good size. I can barely remember the tank farms. I remember them just being mostly just fields. And then they had to put some kind of a microbe in the soil. And you would drive by and the soil would be all tilled up in the windrows. And they put those oil-eating microbes in there to clean the soil. Took a few years. Now it's all condos. Big, tall condo buildings. Right on the water. Beautiful. Big dock. It's got the old dock that was there, still there. It's funny how things change. Was once a polluted Superfund site. Now people live there. Not from West Rhode Island, guys. See y'all on Bad Chad tonight.